All right, everyone, welcome to our first inaugural episode of Down to Business, Jamie. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so for those that aren't familiar, and they shouldn't be because this is our first show.
First of our new endeavor.
Indeed.
Yes.
What me and Jamie have decided to do is put together shows where we interview lots of different business people or successful people or interesting people and find out what makes them what they are as it relates to hard work, grit, and grind.
Yeah, what do they see as getting down to business?
Absolutely. And so for those of you that need to know, me and Jamie own multiple different businesses. We have our hands in probably anywhere between 5 to 10 different companies.
Spinning lots of plates.
Spinning lots of plates. And so I used to train MMA, and I'm not that good at it.
I'm sorry. Why does that always make me laugh?
I know, right?
It's terrible.
And it is. And so I used to train back in the day. I'm a perpetual white belt. I used to almost get to the point where I was blue, but I'll never forget years ago at Travis Luter's gym off East Chase Parkway. It used to be a location there in Arlington. That this real tall kid came in one day, spunky, and I remember rolling with him. And he was a white belt, and I've been rolling for a little while. Thought I was pretty good, and I remember rolling with him, and it felt like he's the heaviest, strongest, most limber, agile person I've ever met. It's nuts, and I couldn't defend or anything. I was like, Kevin, what do you? I know you won't remember this because you've rolled 1,000 people, but I was like, help me out. What are you doing? He's like, well, I'm just not doing anything. He's, don't worry about it. All that shit you hear, don't worry about it. And I was like, don't worry about what? He just kind of shook his head and laughed. I was like, what I found out is this kid's really talented, and some people are just specimens, and that's Kevin Holland. So he's our first guest, along with Justin Adams. What's your relationship with Kevin now? I mean, what?
Kev and I kind of run in tandem. I think it's mental stability.
Yeah, he's like my the big brother who keeps me in check, you know.
Yeah, straight up.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But it works well, and starting to work towards management. And I don't know my role exactly. I just know that it's
everything.
It's important.
Everything.
He's everything.
Everything.
Well, Justin really makes you feel good when you're getting your ass kicked.
Yeah.
He's good at that. So in your case, it's not so much the case, but in my case,
you never know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Cowboy's been there for all the ups and downs, so it's a good guy to have around.
I'll tell you, I had a
Cowboy?
round.
I call him Cowboy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had
Now
a
we have
round
to all
with
call him
Kevin where I was allowed to hit him with whatever I wanted, and he was only allowed to punch me in the ass.
that.
Yeah. Kick
2 minutes into that, I was walking like Stephen Hawking. I couldn't.
oh my gosh,
I couldn't function.
rolling like Stephen Hawking.
Yes,
Right.
pretty much. Rolling strong.
That's what. Yeah. So Kevin, you're a specimen, and one thing we want to talk about in this show, and I know Jamie's eager because Jamie's kind of new to the MMA world, right?
Yeah, actually, pretty much everything that I've learned about it, I've learned preparing to have this conversation with you.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah. So
popped your MMA chair. There we go.
for sure. But I have a lot of questions that I'm just fascinated by. Like, this is a really tough business that you're in. I mean, obviously the competition is intense. The training you've got to do is intense. So, what is it that makes you driven to succeed and to really go into something that's that tough?
You know what? It's better than cleaning restrooms. And my grandma and grandpa owned a cleaning business growing up, so I just never really was into cleaning restrooms. I used to have to go inside that the box in the woman's restroom, and I just have to empty out the box. And so it's just like. Yeah,
Do you have that in your head every time you want to skip a workout or something?
Yeah, it's like I'd rather do this than do that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So this ain't that tough.
That's some good
what I mean?
imagery. I think people can really carry that.
I think Justin's saying he didn't sign up for this. He's like, I didn't sign up for that. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's a little different.
yeah. I've had so weird jobs growing up makes this the dream job for me. You know what I mean?
for sure.
And then growing up, I always got little fights, little scuffles here and there. So now I get paid to scuffle instead of my friend's mom kicking me out the house for the week. This is better.
Nice.
This is the life to live.
So your next big fight is September 19th. Darren Stewart.
The dentist.
Yeah. Are you excited?
I got a few cavities, so I'm very excited.
Kevin, what are you doing?
You said take out the dentist.
No, Darren the dentist, Stewart, on September 19th.
Oh.
I want to know if you're scared.
Scared? No, I don't. Really
No,
get
seriously,
scared.
do you
He
get
doesn't give me
scared?
a scared
No.
vibe.
Because it's like,
No.
no, I mean, he's badass, but like, do you get like the last guy got so scared he fainted? Like,
Yeah.
no, the guy got so scared. I forget who it was now. What's the guy's name?
He's Trevin Giles. His anxiety got to him.
He was scared.
Yeah.
He was
yeah,
scared as shit.
You know.
He was gonna come up with this guy, and he couldn't fight. He fainted.
So one of the things that I've noticed, if I can interject, is
Okay.
that he doesn't get scared. He doesn't get nervous. When he does, it almost makes him kick it up a notch where he talks more and he interacts more and he gets more in people's heads.
Yeah.
As we're going to the venue for the Giles fight, we're in a limo getting ready to leave, the whole team, and Giles is walking up with his team. And he's already looking a little peaked. And Kevin yells out the window of the limo, I forgot what you yelled.
Trevin! I love you, Trevin!
And this is a guy that he's getting ready to walk in.
Kevin, dude.
He's getting ready to go fight Kevin, and he's nervous, and he looks over and he's got that yelling at him, and he's like, "What do you know that I don't know?" So it just sparked that whole.
He's gonna have to go clean that box if you don't go out
No
there and win.
shit. Yeah, that's crazy. So you, and we'll get back to Jamie's questions, but I always wonder that because I would be scared. I'm sorry if I was walking in and going some tunnel and seeing the big octagon popping up and some guy ready to like tear me up or whatever the case scenario is. I mean, I'd be scared, but that fear just doesn't.
No, spar all the time. You know, I mean, start off doing kung fu. You know, that was always for street scenarios. Been in a lot of street scenarios. So it's like, I don't know. Nothing scares me about this guy, quote unquote, wants to kill you, and there's a referee right here to stop him from killing you.
Right, of
I mean,
course.
it's just not that nerve wracking.
Right
You know what I
on,
mean? It's
yeah.
like the worst that could happen is he could poke me in my eyeball, and I'd probably have to get surgery on my eye. And it's the worst that could happen.
I gotta have one question though.
Pretty bad.
I'm gonna ask
It's pretty
every.
bad.
That's pretty bad. One question I have to ask you though, not for weight size, but straight up mentality and scare. If you had to stare Mike Tyson down before a fight, would you be scared?
I would look him in the chest. That way I don't have to see his eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd let him know that's a wide tank right there. It's just a wide tank. But you know, I mean, that's probably one person I might be a little scared of. You know, it's a
Right.
possibility he hits you and breaks your neck. you
Yeah,
know
he
what I
hits
mean?
real hard.
Yeah,
But in MMA though, like because Tyson's a big
I'm
deal
still
right
gonna be
now.
nervous.
He's
gonna
still
be
in there,
nervous.
but I mean he can't. I mean,
Ah,
he can't out MMA you.
It's
Though.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, he's not Tyson.
You never know. Got him full mount and he hits you with a punch from off his back and knocks you out.
You
I
seen
don't-
these
I don't
ears?
want a problem with
Yeah,
Mike
yeah,
I
Tyson.
mean, come
yeah.
on.
You're right. Yeah,
You know, leave Mike Tyson alone.
yeah. Hey, we gotta be scared of someone. Might as
You
well be
know,
Mike damn Tyson.
Might as well be Mike Tyson.
Shit,
you
motherfucker,
know.
bite you up, right?
Yeah, he can bite your freaking ear off in the middle of
He's scary enough in the
cauliflower.
video game.
You know?
Like it's impossible to get through that.
Well, go ahead, Jamie. Carry on.
Yeah, carry on. You want me to jump in? All right. Well, what I want to know from you, one thing is what was like a moment for you where you knew you had not necessarily made it, but that you were really on the right track, like a big aha moment, like accomplished something special.
All right, so we finished not this last fight, but the fight before that. We finished that fight, and I was like, you know, I had a talk with Mick Maynard and Sean Shelby, the matchmakers, in the bus, and it was a fun conversation. So I did exactly what they asked me to do after, and then we got a phone call like, yeah, you're gonna fight again. You know what I mean? And I got injured, so I couldn't fight. But when Cowboy and you know, and the other manager Orrin, when they got together and negotiated the contract, and then, you know, Cowboy's like, you got this. I felt like I had made it. I felt like a straight like trapper rapper. You know what I mean? I felt like doing a music video and dancing around like, oh, I'm about to get paid. You know what I mean? I was like, I need some more jewelry, some more tattoos, and all of a sudden, boom, here came the shoes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So between that and then getting the new place, you know, it was like, oh, I don't have to live in the hood anymore. I made it.
Yeah,
So
you got
it's
a new
like-
house?
Yeah, I got a new house. You know, I moved right down
Awesome.
the street from Cowboy, and then he moved to the other side of town. He said, there goes the neighborhood. So, you know, it worked out.
Cowboy. That's about his MO right there.
That's about right. It's about exactly how it happened.
So one thing, just as a side note,
Dude.
is you and Dana White and this whole mouth thing.
This guy comes in and is talking shit the entire fight. Still talking shit. Talking so much his mouthpiece fell out twice. But wow, he looked good.
Tell me why you're the mouth because you're a loud mouth.
Big
I mean,
mouth. Yeah, I mean, I talked the whole contender fight,
Yeah.
and then I went in there against Thiago, and I guess Thiago Santos is supposed to be some killer, but you know, from what I understand, he just doesn't like Santa Claus. You know, and it's like, you know, I just talked the whole fight. You know, I like to talk. You know, so
yeah.
having a conversation in the middle of the job. You know what I mean? What other
gets in-
job can you talk on and not get in trouble?
That
This
gets in
one
people's
right
heads,
here.
though.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, a little
I
bit.
guess. you
Well, I was
know?
watching the last fight,
It's relaxing.
and it was I could hear you. Are you taunting him or praising him? What the hell are you doing?
Well, I mean, at one point in time, the guy had a booger on his nose.
Oh,
so I
shit.
told him, get the booger. I
Gotta
didn't want
call
the
that
booger
out.
on me. I would have lost the round
Yeah,
running from the booger. You know what I mean? Like,
that's how you beat Kevin Holland, folks. Have a
you know what
booger
I
on your
mean? Have a
nose.
booger on your face.
Okay.
I don't want to hit your. I would have hit him in the stomach. I would have kicked him in his leg. I would have did everything but hit his face because I was like,
Yeah,
there's a booger there.
yeah.
And then some blood splattered on his shoulder, and I was like, oh, that's a lot of blood. Glad it's not mine. And then I asked him. I was like, I thought you wanted to talk. You know what happened? It was just a lot of little conversations here and there. He was moving his feet in a weird way at one point in time, and I told him, "You gotta keep your foot on the outside. Gotta keep your." It's just a lot of, just a lot of back and forth. You know, what I mean,
Yeah.
He had a lot to say at weigh-ins. He had a lot to say on Instagram. Then we got to the fight. He had nothing left to say. It was very frustrating. I thought we were gonna talk. I thought we were gonna have a good time in there, and then somewhere down the line, the good time stopped.
That's it. Someone had to win.
Someone had to win. But we still could have had fun the whole time. But it is what it is.
And you did just tell everyone your Achilles heel is boogers.
Boogers. I don't like boogers. If I'm fighting you, you
So
got a
now everybody
booger on
knows
your
that about
face.
you.
Yeah, well, I got a game plan for the boogers though.
Oh, okay, good.
got a
Is
game
it
plan.
COVID level? You got gloves? Oh, you got
No,
gloves.
no. What I do is
COVID
I hit
leather
the
boogers.
takedown, and then I go north south, and I use my shorts to kind of like wipe the booger off. That way I don't have to touch it. It's good technique.
Secrets of the
That's
ring.
his-
Yeah, secrets. of
You
the ring.
are you are a master.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, I just wanted to dive in and ask about your work ethic because me and Jamie work around the clock.
My next
Yeah.
question was, what are your success habits?
What are they? Like the work you got to put in, the training time you got to put in. Give us a real understanding what that looks like.
I've never been to work besides the times that I went and did electrical work. The times I went to Walmart and stuff like that. I mean, there's days I don't want to be at the gym, but ultimately I love my job. So if you love your job, you're never working, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I go to the gym. I'm healthy. I'm feeling great. I may go once in the morning to roll. Then I'll go do strength and conditioning, which is just kind of like I have to.
Mhm.
And then I'll go to Derwin's gym and go spar with the guys, especially when the guys are up and getting it.
Sure.
And then I'll go back to Travis's again. So it's like that's 4 sessions in one day, and that's
Mm.
hectic to most people. And yeah, my body doesn't like it, but my mind loves it because it's
Right.
like I get to go hang out with. If Cowboy's not there in the morning, Cowboy's gonna be there at night. So I'll go show up at nighttime just to hang out with Cowboy and some of the other guys from the gym that I'm buddies with.
Sure.
So in the morning time I may go get great work and like, oh, this is fantastic, And then in the night class, Travis might not have rolled in the morning. He might have rolled at night. I want to get at least one session in with my coach. So I'll show up and get that session in with coach. I get to hang out with Cowboy, whether that's 5 minutes of us, rolling and fucking around for 5 minutes,
Yeah.
or whether it was drilling for 15 to 20 minutes and just kind of like half-ass drilling and talking the whole time.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit of time to hang out with the boys versus sitting at home dealing with the family the whole day.
Sure.
Same thing with Coach D's gym. Sometimes I'll go in the morning just to work mitts, and then I'll show up later in the afternoon because the boys are there. And it's
Yeah.
like sitting on the block,
Yeah.
chilling on the doorstep with the boys in front of your mom's house. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
there's one session that's work, and then there's another session that's typically hanging out. It's like, yeah, you may be working in the midst of, you know what I mean, of hanging out, but it's like ultimately, I talk while I train, I talk while I fight, so I'm just having a good time all around the board.
Well, what's the difference? And maybe Justin can even spin on this too, between someone at your level, your
Mhm.
caliber, versus someone that has the ambition to, but isn't there. And is that a work, an ethic, or is it a talent? How do you see it that way?
I think it's a mixture.
Yeah, there's that. Was it hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard? And
Yeah.
what we learned up to this point was Kevin's more talented than anybody. Then he got to, like he was saying, got to this point. And he realized, shit, everybody in here is talented.
Yeah.
So it upped his work ethic.
Yeah.
Now he's talented and he's working hard, and that's what's taking him that next step. There's a lot of unathletic guys that they
the
go
UFC.
really far
Yeah.
because they work hard. But to get to this kind of level and the direction he's going, you got to combine the two.
What's some advice that you guys would give somebody that wants to get to that next level in whatever business or whatever career?
Listen to your coach.
Yeah,
Listen to
listen
your
to your
coach.
mentors.
I mean, know that you have a good coach, and then listen to your coach. And that goes for any business thing, right?
Yeah.
If you have a mentor that you know is successful and is doing well, it's a lot easier to listen to them than it is to listen to somebody who's, maybe sitting on the corner drinking a beer every day, you know what I mean, and just talking
Yeah.
just to be talking. It's
Yep.
like your ass, you use it just because you got to use it,
Yeah.
So it's like my coach, Travis Luter. You
Yep.
know, it's
Oh,
like
Trav.
when he told me to do something, you know what I mean? I listened to it, you know, whether he realized I was listening to it right then and there, you know, whether I was like, yeah or no, I went home, thought about it, broke it down, and I seriously listened to it. And then having good people like Cowboy,
Yep.
and the list goes on and on. I just have a lot of really, really good people in and around my life. You know what I mean? So whoever you are, if you're trying to make it to the next level, I'd say, you know what I mean? If you're
Yep.
around sheep, you're going to be a sheep. You're around wolves, you're going to be a wolf.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you better hang out at the lion's den to get where you want to get, you know,
True.
or you're going to be sitting there
That's good.
getting shaved like a sheep, you know?
So your next fight coming up, what do you want to say to your contender?
You know what? If he knocks out a tooth, I can put it on the insurance plan and get my teeth done. And I've been wanting to get a grill anyways. So let's see how much of a dentist he truly is. You know, keep the image up. You know.
Yeah, no doubt. I love it.
So yeah.
What is something that you still dream about doing? Like you're still young, you know what I mean? Like what are some other endeavors, some goals you haven't like reached yet, some other things in the future?
Businesses.
Businesses? What kind?
Start some businesses.
Yeah.
Whatever Cowboy says is successful or
Yeah.
lucrative.
Not custodian.
No, I definitely have to keep that going for life. You know,
Yeah.
my grandfather's father did that. So I guess my great
family
grandfather
does.
did it, then my grandfather did it. I would love to see my Uncle Patrick, which is, you know, like a brother to me. I would love to see him do it. And then, you know, maybe his kid and then his kid's kid, and, you know, keep the janitor business going. It's nothing. Somebody has to take out the trash.
It's a
You
great
know?
business actually, like for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, like
You
it's,
know,
things
this
are
is-
always gonna.
Nice shag carpet here. Somebody has to clean
Hey
it.
man,
Yeah.
someone's got to clean it.
You
doubt.
know?
We're good at
No,
dirtying it
that's-
up. That's for sure.
So,
I
you
that
know,
feeling.
yeah, that business. There's a water ice business from out in Philadelphia with my people. I'd love to start one of those. Car washing service, COVID cleaning business.
Yep.
You know what I mean? A gym one day. You know what I mean? Just to get back to the
Yeah.
people. I would love to teach my kung fu. Other than that, I don't want to teach anything else. You know, it's like, I mean, the list goes on and on.
Yeah, you're entrepreneur.
Yeah, I'm young, but I mean, when fighting's over, I want fighting to be over at 34. I still got to find things to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't sit at home too long. I'll go crazy. You
Yeah,
know,
man,
so
you gotta manage your money and make it work for you.
yeah,
You know, we know that.
Too.
Well, yeah. So, any words of advice, Justin? I want to hear from you in terms of what this kid needs to do this next fight coming up.
Let's see. Next.
No, I don't want to give away any trade secrets. You know, like I don't want the dentist to be listening and in, but
Well, he already knows about the boogers.
That's right.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll avoid boogers. And I think the main thing with Kevin's Kevin. So it's like he's longer. He's got the second longest reach in the UFC behind
Yeah.
John Jones.
Yeah.
oh really?
Um,
Well, there's a few
Wow.
heavyweights. There's a few heavyweights
What are you, 80
they
inch?
just got in there and factored in.
Crazy how long. If he doesn't want to get touched, he doesn't get touched.
Yeah.
And he's faster than everybody at this class. He's actually ridiculously strong. And even though he's not cutting weight, his cardio's through the roof. There's wherever he wants this fight to go, he's going to win. It's just now the UFC is doing a good job of building Kevin to. They're bringing him along the right way. They see opportunity there. They see a superstar in the making. So this is the next step up.
Sure.
So we have to approach it that way and understand this may be our toughest fight so far. But all we've really got to do is keep taking care of business like we have been, and goes where you want to go.
Well, that's exciting.
Taking care of business.
That's it.
Down to business. What?
Yeah.
Well, listen, I appreciate both you guys coming in. It's good to see you,
Good to
Kevin,
see you as well, brother.
Justin. Great to see you as
Absolutely.
well. I'll need to crawl in the gym one day and let you whoop up
Hey,
on me.
we gotta let you get your blue belt. That's your next business adventure.
You're
You know
right.
what I mean, you
And
gotta
that's
at
our
least
next
make it to blue
episode.
belt.
I know, man.
You know what I
There
mean?
you
He's
go.
right.
At
Yeah.
least you join. What is it? It's how many percentages make it to at least blue belt and then quit? It's a
It's like
big percentage.
It's a huge percentage. Yeah.
It's a huge
Really? They
percentage.
go
You
to
gotta
blue
join
and then
the-
quit?
Yes,
What's
you have to
after-
at least make
what's
it to a
after
huge
blue?
percentage. Purple,
Ah,
Purple.
purple.
You gotta go for purple, man.
Purple's royalty. Think
Yeah,
about it like
purple,
this.
yeah.
You're
I-
working out.
I have a
you're
firm
building
belief
strength.
that in
It's true.
jiu-jitsu, if you make it to a purple belt, you have enough knowledge that'll never leave you.
Yeah.
That's my personal
Oh,
belief.
for sure.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? You're
Yeah.
a decent purple belt. You have enough knowledge that'll never leave you.
Well, I'm going to do it, man.
You
I'm
know?
going to get in
And
there and roll.
You
There we
did good last time we were in there.
Yeah, I did
You
all
did.
right.
You did.
Yeah.
Some bullshit.
And
Go
then
ahead.
remember,
Justin,
remember,
remember-
hey, you can always escape a submission by farting.
I've done that, and I've done it to Travis.
God.
Me, and one time we were rolling
Is that a
together,
general rule,
knee
or
and
do people know
belly.
about his
People know
farts?
about
No,
these
listen,
farts.
this really happened. It
Your
happens a
farts are
lot for me.
notorious, though.
I know. And it's like one of those unsaid rules of jiu-jitsu, don't fart. And it's like he knee unbelted me and I just I mean, it
You
just
just-
went loose, and it was horrible. And Travis got up. He's like, "Man, I'm gonna choke you out next time." I swear to God. Sorry, Travis, if you're listening. I'm sorry.
Awesome.
So
Hey, so no, don't fart. It's good advice, but I want to end this on if you could leave one piece of advice just to everybody about life. What do you want to
Go-
leave the world with?
Go fucking get what's yours. You know what I mean? Go get what's yours. I mean, what do you really feel like you want? Go get it. You know what I mean? Some people want to work a 9 to 5. Go work that 9 to 5. Go home, drink your scotch, smoke your pot, do whatever you do. But go enjoy your life. You know what I mean? Don't be sitting back and being like, "Oh, I should have did this or I should have did that." That's the worst. You know what I mean? Give it all you got. Go get it. You got a dream? Go live that dream. I mean, I think it's possible. I mean, my dream's possible.
sure,
And don't dream too big too. That's another one. So there you go.
everything's possible, but not for everyone.
Yeah, everything's possible, but
But
be realistic, okay?
Congratulations, man.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
It's really
congrats,
nice to
man.
meet you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for
Nice to
coming on the
meet you as
show,
well.
Yep,
and just,
appreciate
we're
you
so
guys.
happy for you.
And don't forget, you look great on camera.
Oh,
You did.
thanks.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, clearly
better-
that's why
better
we're
than
doing
me.
the whole show.
That's why we're doing it.
I mean,
So the dentist versus the mouth, September 19th, 2020.
correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it, man. Well, thanks for being on the
Vegas?
show, and Justin, thanks for
Yes.
coming in.
Hey, thank you guys.
You bet.
Oh, thank you. I
All right.
appreciate it.
Good luck.
thanks.